All right, what's going on, my beautiful people? As I promised, video number 2. Okay, so today what we're going to be talking about is a guy named Travis Brown. Do you know who he is? Have you ever heard that name before? Probably not. Up until recently, I'd never heard his name before either. But sadly to say, I wish I had have known who he was quite some time ago. So just to break it down a little bit, most of you already know what I do. I'm a professional photographer. I do a little bit of light video work. You know, that's how I pay my bills. That's how I keep a roof over my head. That's how I feed myself. So it is what it is. But many times every year, I'm looking for new ways for my clients to benefit from the services that I offer. So what I mean by that is I'm constantly looking for ways so they can upgrade what they're already doing without necessarily bringing on a lot more cost. So photography is good for content, videography, excellent for content, and so is podcasting. So if you've been noticing, I've been talking a lot about podcasting lately. And the main reason why I'm talking so much about that medium is because it gives you the opportunity to attract a certain demographic that may be interested in your service, your product, or whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you want to be an influencer and you feel like YouTube is oversaturated. I can never catch up. Well, there's podcasting. Now there's others. You know, you can look at Instagram TV. I think that's going to be a very, very powerful platform going forward. And in the future, we're going to see even more platforms like that. You know, in the beginning, I really thought I had a lot of hope for Periscope, but yeah, Periscope has turned into something totally unrecognizable from what it originally started out as. But okay, so let's get right to it. Who is this guy I'm talking about? Well, what he has done, I can't tell you a lot about him personally, but I'll tell you about what I know about him. He has created a system that allows new podcasters as well as, old heads, guys who've been doing this for a long time to streamline what it is that you do when it comes to writing a treatment for your show, getting prepared, looking for, those ideas, things that will entice people to keep listening. So I've been watching a number of his videos pop up in my feed here recently over the last couple of months, as well as following him on Instagram. And I think I'm following him also on Facebook. I'm a stalker. You know how we do it. I decided after he was running a special, I said, you know what? I've been watching and listening. I got to know what this is. I got to really look into these Poddecks and figure out if there's going to be a practical application or a way that my clients, as well as myself and others, can benefit from this. So let's take a look at what comes in the package. So this is how you receive it. Really cool packaging. I like the texture. I'm kind of feeling the color. Really simple. I'm really digging this though, and I already ripped it open, but caution, awesome inside. That's tight. Okay. So what comes in the package? A couple of things. All right. So this is your guy. And like I said, if you're not already following him, check it out. Take a look at it. You'll find him on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. He's all over the place, right? But it's one of those channels that many times people overlook it because they're like, oh, this guy's trying to sell me something. I don't want to listen. I'm just going to keep on strolling. And I'm going to go join all of these other Instagram groups. And I'm going to follow all these different people on Facebook and YouTube or whatever it is because I'm trying to start up my podcast. And I don't have a clue where to get started. Now, this is pretty tight. This is like a business card holder. You would attach this to the back of your phone. So you would just, remove the adhesive and then you could stick that onto the back of your phone. So when you set your phone down, when you're in Starbucks or something like that, of course, if you didn't have a phone as large as this monster is, but normal size phones, this will be really cool because, here's your little business card. And it could fit in there just perfectly. So if you already got some media printed up for your podcast, somebody asks you, you see what it says there. Oh yeah, here's here you go. Boom, here's my card. Check out my podcast. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and all that other cool stuff. So what's next? That's what's next. the pod deck. Now, the one that I ordered is the episode deck. So now what this deck is supposed to have in it is I think it's 60 different ideas for episodes. Now, of course, as in all things, this will not apply to everyone because, depending on what your podcast or your YouTube channel is about, this may not work, but it could give you a really good starting point. And you go say, well, bro, why do I need something like this? This makes no sense. This is not going to benefit me in any kind of way. Okay, so if you're a photographer or videographer, think about how you got started. And way back in the day before there was YouTube, the way we learned the most about photography, the most about videography was what? Reading books, buying someone's DVD. And then we thought, okay, now I got this DVD, it's 24 hours of content. I'm going to watch all this stuff and it's going to tell me everything I need to know to get started. Well, it may have given you a good foundation to some degree, but it didn't give you everything you needed because there's just so much more to learn. Plus, like I said, I'm a photographer, so I could give you the best camera on the planet and still not going to make you a photographer. I could probably provide you with every one of these decks that he offers, and it's not going to make you a great podcaster. Podcasting, content creating comes from inside. It's our ability to project forward what we're feeling and engage people to interact with that. And that's the key. You want people to talk to you, even whether it's in the comments, whether you're allowing them to call into your show or something like that, whatever you do. But the key is looking for content that people would be interested in. So let's get to it. We're already over 7 minutes into this video and I haven't even opened this thing. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show you everything that's in this deck, but I'll give you an overview if I don't cut my hand open trying to open this thing. Yeah, if you guys watch my last couple of videos, I seem to have the worst time opening anything. I just don't, man, what? Okay, come on now. Are you kidding me? All right, so we got it. What's going on? I ain't gonna say. All right, so here's our deck. We're gonna pop that open and we're gonna take a look. So obviously, this just looks like a normal deck of cards. You could probably shuffle them, no different. Yep. There you go. So what you got? So what we're going to do, just out of curiosity, we're going to spread these out like so. And I'm just going to pick something at random. Okay. Share your favorite online influencer. So that may be content for your upcoming podcast. You're going to talk about other people who influence you to get started in podcasting. And maybe at some point, you may even want to interview those people if they're available to be interviewed and they're willing to, do some hosting and some content with you. So perfect. So that's the episode idea. The rest is going to be up to you to create the other content. But here's the thing. There's a deck for that. When people always say, oh, there's an app for that. Well, there's a deck for that. That means there are other decks that also provide you with interesting questions. There's just an umpteen number of different possibilities as you mix these things together. Okay, so that's number one. Like I said, we're going to do about 4 or 5 of these. So here's another one. All right, so here's one. Throwback Thursdays. Share your most embarrassing moment. There you go. Is that upside down? No, it's not. Okay. Share your most embarrassing moment. Now, no, we're not going to go there. That's definitely going to be for another podcast. That might not even be PG. So we're going to just let that one roll. But you get the idea. You feel me? Okay. So here's my next one. Record coffee with a friend or colleague. Okay. So basically what this one is, this idea would be something very casual. You're just hanging out with someone. You're doing a basic podcast. That would be perfect if you're using something like a Zoom recorder where you have maybe just one microphone and using the other microphone from the Zoom. And, you can sit at a table, someplace within, 6 feet of each other and be able to have a conversation and just basically record the things that's related to that conversation. It could be anything. It could be about work. It could be about sports. It could be about, in my case, motorcycles or martial arts, or it could be about any and everything. You know what I'm saying? Plus coffee, you know. So you could talk about coffee. What's your favorite coffee? Where's your favorite coffee spot? Why do you like it? You feel me? Okay. So we got 4. All right. So let's go to one more. I'm going to open it up a little bit more. See what we get. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Live one-on-one coaching session. Okay. I like that idea. So let's just say, in my case, I'm a photographer. I am a videographer. I do other types of content creation. So I would use something like this, and I would put together a mini, let's say a mini tutorial, where you're going to walk someone through step by step how to get started, helping them decide on what equipment they need, on if they're on a budget, you know, looking for specific ideas for that equipment, helping them get that equipment set up, and putting together their first bit of content. You know, I think that's something powerful for any content creator. Even if you've been doing this for 5, 10, 15 years, this is an excellent idea. Okay, so that's 4 out of, 60 something possible ideas. You know, I'm not going to go through all of them because I want you guys to order this deck. So if you're not already online, you know I'm going to drop the link. I want you guys to go to poddecks.com and check this out. Now, just to be sure that you guys are on the same page that I'm on, I am not a sponsor. I do not make one nickel, not one penny, not one ruby, not one anything off of these decks. What I've always said with this channel and every bit of content that I create this stuff, guys, so that we can create a dialogue, so we start talking with each other and look for ways that we can help each other, whether you're doing what I'm doing and you're actually making money doing this stuff right now, or you're thinking about it moving forward. You're like, hey, I really want to be a photographer. I really want to be a podcaster. And you're looking for ways that you can create content that you'll be able to monetize at some point. This is a good starting point. That's the key. So on an upcoming show, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call Travis and we're going to have a conversation and we're going to talk about other ideas that he may have or others may have come up with that's related to this system. And then what is the future of this system going forward? Will eventually be an app, where it would just instantly update every month and give you new ideas? Am I giving him an idea? Oh, I may want to cut it at. Say, bro, I need about 10%. You know what I'm saying? Just, hook a brother up. Okay. I'm going to get with you on that. Okay. So, but for right now, that's an idea. So I want you guys to go check it out. And I know he's running some specials. So if I know right now, man, I hear it every day. People are telling me, man, I'm, bills. Okay. So you're at home, you're not working, you're on a limited budget, but here's something you can simply start and start building revenue going forward. It's not going to happen overnight. You can be guaranteed of that. And anyone that tells you, take my podcasting class or seminar and you're going to be ready and rolling in 24 hours and you're going to be out there making, big money with sponsors and all that other kind of crazy stuff. No, they're not Joe Rogan. They're not Beyonce. And one thing I believe in my heart, those who can do, those who can't teach. I'm not teaching you anything. This is just what I do. And this is how I integrate this stuff into my workflow. So if this is something you believe can help you, check it out. If you think this could help someone else, check it out. Pass it on. Okay? All right, my people. It's been your boy Rome. It's hot in this office because I have to turn the AC off so I can record. So here we go. So next, I think I'm going to pick something from this deck, and the next episode will be on that subject. So look for that in my Instagram feed, Facebook. You'll see something like this. So you'll know what the next episode is going to be on. All right, my lovely people, it's your boy Rome. I will catch you guys in the next video. Until then, peace. I'm out.